Nicholas.
Hey, how are you?
Good, good, good. Leah.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. So I was having a little technical difficulties getting on here, but we're
No,
on.
you're all good. You're all good. I'm just going ahead and making everyone speakers so that we can go ahead and get started.
Awesome.
And Raul, keep in
Yeah,
mind that the share screen, do you know where to hit that at the very bottom center
yeah,
next to the
yeah, got
video
it.
icon? Cool,
Got
cool.
it, got it.
So
So
hey
this is
guys, I've been having some trouble logging in to rooms on the on the desktop, and I can only do it on my phone, which causes issues for me because when I get a phone call, then I lose it. I have to log back in. So that needs to be dealt with. I don't know if anybody else is having issues like that or not.
Hey, Donna, it could be because you're logged in both on your computer and the phone. So why don't
Uh-uh.
you try logging out of your phone completely from the app and then try joining in your computer?
I did that earlier. I tried logging in to the tablet or the laptop before I even turned my phone on. So
I see. Donna, have do you log in with your Google account, or do you have
no, ready.
do you just log in normally with
Yeah,
email?
right in from the Radius desktop.
I see. I see. Okay. Will I'll connect with you separately so we can do a kind of a walkthrough of what you're experiencing on
Yeah,
your end. So then that way I can bring it to our development team.
yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay, of course.
all right, guys. Well, we're gonna get started. I'll say, with Donna, I've had that issue as well, so I feel your pain. That, but as far as hey, Christian. As far as it goes with marketing, I mean, we're that's basically the primary business that we need to be in. Now, is everybody on this call, are we all loan officers, or do we have some real estate agents in this call?
I have a lot of
Well,
realtors on this call along with LOs, a mixture of both.
Awesome, awesome. All right, cool. Thanks, Joe.
and same here. I literally just got I'm waiting on NMLS to activate my license for Alabama, Georgia, and Louisiana. I think LoanDesk just does California, right?
Correct,
Yeah, and I'm licensed
correct.
broker in Georgia, Louisiana, and Florida.
Okay, that is correct, and we're looking to branch out to Texas and Florida in the near future. Hopefully by 2024 we'll get there.
Mhm. Awesome. And if
Yeah,
everyone who is able to,
actually,
if you guys are able to turn on your cameras, that will help make the session a little bit more interactive as well too. So if you're able to, I want to see all of your bright smiling faces, and then I will let Raul take the floor.
awesome. All right. Well, thanks. I want this to be, interactive. So if anybody, has any questions or, wants to expand on a particular subject, then, yeah, feel free. But like I was saying, the primary thing that we need to be in, other than our respective businesses, which is mortgage and real estate, is in marketing. Right now, the old school days of marketing, where it was like billboards or signs at the grocery store or benches or stuff like that, are not only expensive, but they if they work, it's probably gonna take too much money and too much time to try to figure out. So right now, the things that every that work are the things that we know work. That are social media, obviously works. Email marketing is annoying, but it still works. And reaching out to clients, always works, right? Whether it's text or calls. Um, Now, I was talking to Joel and a couple of other agents recently about is that text, text is really the way that most people are communicating nowadays. Um, you know, uh, Years ago we would hear about the big coming of the millennials. Well, they're here now. I'm considered a millennial and I'm 40 years old. So I mean, like, of course, people that are in their 30s and their 40s, they've been in their career a few years, and they're in the market now, right? And the way they primarily communicate is via text. So a great thing to do as far as marketing goes is having a campaign where you reach out to them via text. There's different kind of websites that do it, but I would say that you could just set up templates with text in order to reach clients, and send them, you with realtors, you obviously the thing to send them is listings, right? But with us, as far as loan officers go, the things that people are more interested in is in the market and what the rates are, right? So text is one way of doing that, and like I said, just having a campaign where you're touching them. Um, the what they say and what I've read multiple times is that you're gonna get a client if you reach out to them, or have some form of interaction with them after 11 times, right? So that could be a combination of calling the client, of emailing the client, of texting the client, some form of communication where you're interacting with them multiple times, and like, it seems, it's been crazy, but I've had clients where they've been on my email campaign, or text, for a year, or more, and then they'll reach out to me. It's like, hey, now I'm looking to buy a property, right? So the king of anything that we do is going to be consistency. There's people that are really, really natural born salespeople, marketing people. They're really good at something, but if you're not consistent, then somebody that sucks at it is going to beat you, because they're consistent. They're doing it day in and day out, or week in and week out, right? So one of the plans that I want for people on this call is just to have at least one thing that they do, whether it's the text, like I said, that most people are on now, whether it's social media. If it's social media, I would say that you again, for me personally, I just want to focus on one thing. Like if it's Instagram, for example. Instagram is great for images, and for shorts, right? That's what's becoming very popular now, is creating short videos. So you create a short video of a property. You create a video of like, of rates. Now, this is a call about mortgage marketing. So when it comes specifically to rates, if anytime we advertise an interest rate, we have to include the APR. So what's cool is that we are sending out emails, and we're posting rates for Loan Desk, in the Radius app, which includes the APR. So anytime you are marketing, and you are including an interest rate or payment, you always have to include the APR. And just for context, or more information, the APR is the difference between the interest rate on the loan and the fees. So back in the day, APR was basically created so people that are shopping rates, they can know that they're getting the best deal. Because if you're just looking at the rate, you don't know what the fees are, right? But if you look at the rate and the APR, well, now if you have the lowest, AP, you have a, let's say with one company, you have a lower interest rate but a higher APR. Well, now you know that there's more fees associated to that loan, right? So that's one little tidbit that like clients could look at the APR and be like, oh, okay, well, you know what? This company has lower fees, but they're but lower rate, but they're charging me more. So yeah, the one thing about marketing, like I said, the biggest thing to keep in mind is with mortgage marketing, anytime you include the rate, you gotta include the APR. So back to social media, like I said, Instagram is really good for real estate. TikTok is becoming a lot more popular as well. It seems like as far as age goes, it goes Facebook for for older clients. Then for millennials, it's Instagram, and for younger audiences, it's TikTok. But I've noticed that TikTok is becoming popular as well, amongst millennials. So just I would suggest to pick whichever one you're most comfortable with. If it's Facebook, that's fine. If it's Instagram, but whichever one you're most comfortable with, and then use that to start marketing. And just putting follow another suggestion is to follow people that you like, in real estate and mortgage, like you know I don't know, Grant Cardone,
Elon
or
Musk.
somebody that's doing something that you want to do. No, hello, sorry, somebody is unmuted. I don't know if they have a
No, I'm
question.
fine. You were saying to follow. So I was just saying like
Okay,
Elon
so
Musk or Donald Trump, real estate moguls, Warren Buffett.
right, but what I was gonna suggest, I did mention, yeah, some of these famous guys, but um I would say, like specifically for marketing, I would follow somebody that's doing something that you want to do, right? So maybe it might be like a local real estate person or a local lender, somebody that's doing the business that you want to focus on, whether it's first time buyers, luxury real estate, like you want to focus in on if it's for mortgage, it's loans under $1 million, maybe, right? Like the average single family property. Um, like try to find somebody that's doing that you want to do, and then I mean, you could straight up like copy their posts, right? Or at least do something similar to what they're doing. See what's getting a lot of likes, and then you could just, I mean, rinse and repeat, right? There's a old saying that the best art is copy, so I mean, hey, you check what's working, and you could just take that same game plan, and work it yourself. um so what that's with the social media. Like I said, my tip: follow somebody that you like, and then try to just stick to one medium. If you get proficient with one, then at that point I would suggest you have room to expand, but try to get at least proficient with one, because it's like a lot of times as realtors and loan officers, we stretch ourselves pretty thin, right? We're doing so many things, we're wearing so many hats. And one thing that I would suggest on this call is just take one concept from this conversation and implement just one thing. Don't try to like do everything. Another very famous real estate guy, Gary Keller from Keller Williams Real Estate, he has that rule, right? He even wrote a book about it, the one thing. And that's what he says, like focus on just doing one thing, right? And being the master of that, and once you master that, then you have room to expand to other things. Someone mentioned Elon Musk. Elon Musk was very focused on PayPal. He made that successful, and then he was very focused on Tesla. He made that successful, and then he went to Twitter, right? And so it's like okay, once you're successful in one thing, okay, then go to the next. So that's my suggestion with that. Um,
What kind of marketing and social media and outreach is everyone kind of doing right now as far as their mortgage marketing? Like what are some strategies and techniques that you all have been using? And if something has worked for you, feel free to share. If something hasn't worked for you, also feel free to share. And kind of let's talk through a little bit about like what has been, you know, the best outcome from trial and error, focusing on that one thing, seeing where it takes you, and then kind of switching and pivoting tactics. I want to hear from you all as well and see kind of where you're at in your marketing and your outreach as well.
I feel like since COVID happened, the market has changed tremendously. So images are powerful, but really testimonials and reviews nowadays are so strong. We live in a Yelp society where you can critique. Everyone wants to be a critic on whatever service that you offer. So whenever you guys are closing, whether it's a transaction in real estate or a loan, make sure you get your clients to write a review. Keep a file of all your reviews, because nowadays with a lot of lead gen sources, they're not just looking at how many transactions that you do per year. Because of COVID, that's hard to track. They're looking at your reviews from whether it's Google, your website, whatever it may be, to see how good of a realtor or lender you are. So I feel like that can be very positive and powerful moving forward. It's like a humble brag at the same time. It's not you reviewing yourself, it's your clients telling you about what kind of services that you guys and products that you offer.
Mhm. Think about any type of service that you guys are looking at as consumers, whether it's something that you're buying or whether it's like a service that you're looking for. One of the first things that you'll be looking at is reviews of, what do people think about the product? What are some of the things that have been some of the downsides of that? And so using that same approach then um, for yourself and for your own business and marketing yourself, that's an excellent approach to that, Joel. Thank you. Does anyone else have any practices that they've kind of used that has worked or not, and what lessons you've learned from that?
I feel like nowadays too, with AI being so prevalent in our culture, you guys can utilize AI for social media. There's various sites that you can leverage short clips, videos of open houses, home tours, whatever it may be, with music attached. That can all be created in the matter of minutes. Back at just a couple years back, we weren't able to utilize any of those tools. So there's a lot of platforms out there. I know on the Radius dashboard we do have Rolla that you guys can also leverage too. If any of you guys have checked that out, it's a marketing tool. You can use it just your iPhone to make some of these videos about yourself and your
Roll
property.
work like Big View. Does it work like Big View? Rolla. I saw it in the Radius app, but I've been using Big View. It also utilizes AI inside of Big View. So it puts this teleprompter. I mean, you just say, I want to talk about FHA mortgage loans. It will write the script for you. So when you're looking at Big View on your phone and recording, you're looking at the script and you're reading it. So it doesn't look like you're looking down or looking away. So I like Big View, but does Rolla do the same thing? Does it do the AI, write the script for you, put the script on the screen that you're reading it as it's going up? So you're looking at the screen and not looking away at your phone.
So I'm unfamiliar with Big View. It sounds like a very useful tool, especially if it incorporates AI. I don't believe Rolla has that. Rolla, it can be used for social media marketing. It can be used for just like for, like I said, home tours. So, but I'm not sure that it uses AI.
I think Big View would be better than Rolla. Then I saw Rolla in there, but I don't think they did the AI in the script. And then once you do the video, you can load the same. I know one thing at a time, but I can take the same short and put the same short on Twitter, the same short on Instagram, the same short on my YouTube channel, the same short that on every social platform. Just one video, same short.
That's awesome. I know that Rolla has like an AI guided camera, so then that way it kind of helps you, like Joel was saying, for social media, it kind of helps you capture that social media specific shot, because a lot of people, they really love engaging with content that just looks visually very appealing. And so that's kind of where Rolla captures that part of the market when it comes to social media, crossed with AI, crossed with video creation. But Big View is something that I'm hearing about for the first time. So that's something that
Download it. You'll love it. Download it.
let's hear from someone
Anyone?
else.
Yeah.
Christian, how are you doing? Do you have any stories you'd like to share? Any tips or strategies that have worked or not worked for you? And what that has kind of looked like?
So things that haven't worked for me are things that have been just too complicated to continually produce.
Mhm.
So what has worked for me is things that I can replicate weekly somehow. I just started my weekly email campaigns, and before I did that, I set them all up. I know exactly what I'm going to send week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and what the type of subjects are going to be. That way I could replicate it every month. Because I guess the most important thing that I find is that clients just want to know that you're still in the business. As long as they know you're in the business and that you're performing, then you have a chance to do business with them.
Yeah, that's definitely really important. It's just making sure that you're getting your name out there and making sure that, potential clients and potential leads even know that you exist, especially in a market like real estate. It's really important to find ways to differentiate yourself any way that you can. So that's awesome. Thanks, Christian, for sharing.
And Christian, are you using a CRM to help you? I believe you are, right? To keep the messaging pretty consistent. I don't know if, as a realtor, you guys are leveraging CRMs, because it really makes your job so much easier. You can create these smart campaigns that go out. Keep in mind, nowadays they're so well built that it looks so authentic that it doesn't look robotic and sound robotic. You guys can edit it and tailor it to your needs. Once again, it can also do a lot of things that, if you have a vast network, you can connect it to anniversaries and birthdays that go out to remind your clients that you're still thinking of them. You can set up leads campaigns for prospect leads. I know there's a lot of prospects that you probably haven't spoken to in a long time, or maybe prospects you've never connected with. When you create these smart campaigns, and they do respond over a long period of time, they'll move to a different campaign that will be automated as well. So I feel like it's a tool that's necessary for everyone's book of business to help them, whether it's marketing or leads.
So where do you get your lender campaigns from? Do you create your own? I'm sure there's a place I can buy them. Is there somewhere I can go and just purchase? I use KB
Yes.
Core, so KB Core is mostly real estate based, but I'm going to use it for my mortgage marketing as well. So, but I don't have any. I've got real estate scripts in there, but I don't have any lender scripts in there.
And we can help with that too, because KV Core also has an option to add a lender, and your
Mhm.
lender should
I
be
have my
working.
lender in there as well, but it was my lender before I took my test and passed. So I'm gonna put myself in my KB Core, some kind of way. But as far as the scripts for the campaigns that are in there, they're all real estate. Is there any where could I go? What would be the best place to get lender scripts to merge into the campaigns?
You can create your own lender campaigns so you can keep it simple, because KV Core, yes, they have a lot of these automatically built campaigns, but you can start from scratch. Same thing you can do with
Hmm.
letters with KV Core. You can build it out as much as you want.
Well, yeah, and you can customize those campaigns too, just by copying them and
I
then changing
put
the
some
wording if you need.
videos inside of the campaigns as well because you do core video. So the
Yeah.
same videos that I uploaded in the social media, I uploaded into campaigns like a welcome video for everybody that hits my website and my KB Core. welcome video. Hi, I'm here to help. I just got to adjust it now to say not only am I a real estate broker, but now I'm also a mortgage loan officer.
Yep.
So yeah, I know you can customize them. I was just wondering if there was something like pre-made that I could tweak that because I don't have any in there now.
There are a lot of scripts out there, Melissa, that you can check online, and you can literally copy and paste it and edit it to your liking. But just remember the tone that you present, and it should come from you, just like you would talk to your clients. Make sure it's authentic and the wording is changed. I know with AI, that's the issue right now. Is that nowadays it just sounds so robotic. How do we know that it's truly you? And there's certain things that you wouldn't say a certain way that AI would. So you have a lot of access through Google or whatever it may be to take these campaigns and adjust it.
Um, Hi, this is Aislinn.
Hi.
Hi. I guess I could turn my camera on. Hold on. Is it working? I'm having a little bit of. No? Can you see me?
Give it one sec.
Can't see you, but we can definitely hear you, Aislinn, and I think that's the most important thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as far as lender campaigns, I know that at least like UWM, they have within their portal already customized flyers for both the agent and the lender side. Everything in there is already compliant. So what happens is if you want to tweak stuff, because yeah, there are things where I'm like, I don't speak that way. My clients know I don't speak that way. So I'll tweak it a bit. But it does have that disclaimer where it says, by editing this, we're not on the hook if something is, goes sideways. But I find that useful. And another thing is they have different formats in which it can be delivered. So it can be email, it could be a flyer, or it could be like a downloaded attachment PDF. So you have your um, you have options basically. And so that's kind of I'm pretty sure other lenders do have that. And another good thing about it is they don't put the lender's information on there, so it looks very much just like your own flyer that you've generated yourself. I haven't tried videos though, so I'm not really sure how to guide on that way. Maybe the account executive from whatever lender you'd like to use might be able to give some guidance on that specifically. That's all.
So that was great. Thanks, Elysian. How do you say your name?
Aislinn.
Aislinn. That's so pretty. Thank you so much for that. I will definitely check into the UWM. I know they're a huge lender. My broker lender before, they actually invited him to Wall Street Journal for a week for that. So I love UWM. And as soon as NMLS hits activate, because I've already got my sponsor, then I'll definitely be able to go into the UWM and utilize that because they have a CRM as well. So I'll definitely go in there and look at those scripts. So thank you for that piece.
Yeah, and they have built-in like drip campaigns too, so you could set up all your social media blasts and everything already in one place. Mhm.
Thank you.
Another thing that we can leverage is Canva. So every agent should have access to Canva. And if you've ever worked with Rod, our designer, he can create templates, easy templates where you guys can sub out all the information and reuse those templates in the future. Just work with him to customize that to your liking. Keep in mind also that when you're using like these templates, when you're looking at a platform, let's say like Instagram, look at the background colors and make sure not every single template is the same color. It looks super tacky. Make sure that it's differentiated. I know when I was helping with social media, when you have that one color as a backing for every social media post, it looks amateurish.
That is a good tip. And for anyone that is a beginner at Canva as well, too, like Joel was saying, we have a lot of resources. There's tons of videos. We may even do a future room that features Rod or Katie, our social media manager, that kind of goes through the Canva process. So we could definitely put something together for people that may be, more of a beginner at Canva, or you just want some tips on how to elevate your content even further. So, right. And I think we're at the 1 p.m. mark. So we're just about ready to wind down. Does anyone have any last minute questions or anything like that? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Not forever hold your peace, but you know what I mean.
Or forever hold your peace.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining us today. Loan Desk will be back next week on Tuesday with another great room. So if
Well,
you
if
guys
nobody
want to
has
check out our
anything
calendar,
else,
I'm sorry. Oh, but if you guys want to check out any of our other rooms on our Radius webpage, you know where to go. It's within the app, within the desktop platform. And Raul, Joel, do you guys have any last final remarks? And we'll wrap this up.
I wanted to say that
I
I
think we're
appreciate
good.
everybody being on this call. Yeah, when it comes to co-marketing, as well as social media, I would say that we the old school door, we have flyers. A good tactic is having payments for properties. A lot of people tend to ask that when it comes to mortgages. So if you guys ever need anything like that, you're having an open house, feel free to reach out to myself, and I'd be glad to put something together for you in the future. So yeah, if there's anything else, Joel, did you have something? All right, guys. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much. Have a good
one.
rest of your Tuesday, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.